The photos I post on social media usually get a little or a lot of editing. Sometimes I need to smooth the lines between my brows. I usually have a few red or brown spots that need to disappear. Ooh, yeah, especially around my nose. But the area that needs the most digital help is under my eyes. Recently, though, I've started doing a treatment that makes it look like I've retouched my dark circles and crinkly skin in real life. For me, a dermatologist with a needle full of filler is like having a fairy godmother with a magic wand.
Hello, Next Tribe. I'm Cheryl Kramer Kay, and I am back with my dermatologist, my true love, David Bank. Woo!
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
And as I mentioned, David is the derm that I go to because he explains everything in layman's terms, and he's also an artiste with my face. And I'm going to do something that I haven't shown you yet. We're going to inject my under eye area.
Yes.
David, why are we doing this? Because I demanded it, but why are we doing this?
As the face ages, one of the places that we lose volume is this under eye area. And this causes a couple of things to happen. It causes a hollowing effect, and that gives people a little bit of a sunken eye effect, and a little bit of a tired eye effect, and even a little bit of some dark circles under the eyes.
Is that a shadow, the dark circle?
It's excellent, exactly. It's a little bit of a shadowing effect. So basically, if we simply put back what used to be there, and again, not overinflate, not puff up,
What's happening?
You're blowing up like a balloon.
Like a blueberry.
but just gently restore what was there before, then the curve goes back to being softly outward instead of inward.
So I find that this injecting here into the tear trough is what we call it, right?
Mhm.
Is what changes my face the most. It makes me go from looking tired to looking rested.
Right.
And I find that that is the thing that so many of us, as we get older, we look in the mirror and we just think, I look tired. Why do I look so tired? A lot of it is those circles that come from losing volume under the eye.
Absolutely.
So how are we going to put that volume back?
Okay, basically the way we're going to put it back is by injecting a little bit of filler, and we're going to do that basically by just putting little micro droplets right along here, tiny little pinpricks, not going to hurt, and basically whole thing will take maybe 15 minutes.
Is this an approved technique?
It is not a technically FDA approved use of the fillers as of now. However, it is absolutely been commonly done and is commonly done on a daily basis by cosmetic dermatologists and plastic surgeons all over the world, all day long, every day.
It's not approved. Why?
Just because none of the companies thus far that manufacture the fillers have actually gone to the FDA and asked for this particular use approval.
So a lot of things are done in the cosmetic realms that are off-label, is what they say. It's
Right.
But it's usually the dermatologists and the plastic surgeons who pioneer these techniques, and then later the companies go back and say, look how it's being used, it's perfectly safe, please approve. So the process is a little bit in reverse. So just because something is not FDA approved does not mean that it's not safe.
Correct, absolutely.
Excellent. However, you should always see, for a technique like this, a board certified dermatologist or plastic surgeon. You don't want to be going to your dentist who says, hey, I can do injection.
Watch him suck up that gas. Oh my God! He is a dentist. He'll never ever do it.
No, you want someone who really knows the anatomy of the face.
Yes, yes, especially in and around the eye, you want someone very familiar with the anatomy and someone who's been doing it a long time and does it every day.
Right. So that's always the key. Find someone who does the procedure you want day in and day out so they know what kind of complications could arise or just what to expect?
Right. The most common thing is just the skin is thin there. There are a lot of little blood vessels. So the most common thing we see is some people may get a little bit of short-term bruising, but all bruising goes away, and that's what makeup's for. And then the effect can last easily for 6, 9, 12 months.
Right. So I was here 9 months ago. I probably still have a little bit of filler left, so I'm less tired looking than I would be naturally, but I'm ready for a little pick me up. Let's rock and roll.
Let's do it.
Singing, I love rock and roll.